Greetings, fellow motorcycle travelers. As y'all know, if you've watched any previous videos, I have a 2022 Road Glide ST 117, I believe it is. Yeah, 117 motor in it, Milwaukee 8, I believe. And so the air cleaner is dirty. So I'm going to clean that. And it's relatively simple, and there's a ton of videos on YouTube. I'm just making one on how I do it, and I have the manual, and I'll show you what the manual says. Is it hard? No. They're saying in the manual here just to clean it with water and so on. But I have K&N cleaner, and that's what I'm going to use, and wash it out. Spray it with a K&N cleaner, and then wash it out, and then let it dry. Anyway, we'll get into it right now. Okay, the air cleaner I have is right there, or air filter, and it's Harley Davidson calls it the heavy breather, and that's in the manual. Let's go look at it. So here's the manual, open to inspect air filter, the maintenance part of the manual. And you have your specifications, and it's called the heavy breather. You can see figure 242, which is right here, 2-42, and that's mine. I didn't know it had a screw on the inside underneath. That ought to be fun, try to get to. Why they didn't put it on top, I don't know. They're just going to make it hard on you, I guess. That's not how I would have done it. I'd put the screw on the top. And it also ensures that if it does come loose, it won't fall out on the ground somewhere and it's lost. But Harley Davidson is doing things, and I'll make another video on that whole new Harley Davidson situation. I think the new CEO has plans for Harley Davidson we're not going to like, but that's just my opinion. That's another video. So anyway, here it is. They want you to use Loctite. Type 243, that's the blue stuff. All motorcycles or lawnmowers or anything with a high vibration needs to have Loctite. That's a given. I have a number 4 hex head, and that seems to fit it pretty tight. So here they are. There's this one, and right here underneath the bottom there's another one. If you were in a hotel parking lot or something like that, and you just want to wash it and clean it, get a rag, poke it in there, not too far, just to keep dust out, and that way you don't have to worry about something getting inside here while you let this dry. Because this is the charge kit, and what it says, I kept the instructions. And what it says, you spray the filter with the Power Clean, which is right here, the Power Clean, and for inside and out, and let it soak for 10 minutes. And it clearly states, do not allow cleaner to dry on the filter. And I cannot express that enough. If you do, you're probably going to ruin it. So I will spray it, set my timer for 10 minutes, and then we'll go outside and wash it out with a hose, and then just let it dry, and that's it, and then put it back on. The filter, the hose. You don't want it real strong. Probably about like that. And you wash it from the inside out. See all the dirt? See all the dirt coming out? Also, when you I forgot to mention, when you first take this thing off, you want to look at the bottom of the filter and see if you have a lot of oil, engine oil. If you do, you're probably overfilling it because it's coming up through the heads and getting blown back through the air cleaner. That's how Harley does it. Like we said before, that's how Harley does it. So you see a lot of engine oil in the bottom of your air filter, you're probably overfilling your motor a little bit. It's not going to hurt it. It's just not good. I would say that's pretty clean. About this filter, I found out that the heavy filter, the stock Harley Davidson air cleaner filters, you do not oil. You wash them out and that's it, and let them dry and put them back on the bike. It's a different material than the K&N filter. The K&N filter, you do have to oil, like in my car. But the Harley Davidson stock ones for the 2022 Road Glide ST, or probably any of the heavy filters, the ones that like mine at a 90 degrees, do not have to be oiled. They're dry. They're different. It looks like it, but it's a different element. I think when I had it in for an oil change or something, maybe somebody dropped something on it or something. That's when I first noticed it, after I got it back from the dealership, and I don't know, maybe it happened before that, but either way, I just found that when I'm picking out the rocks, I can take this and slide it in here. Let's see if I can get a good video of it. I can put it in here like this. You want to be careful and just kind of run it along the side there like this. You don't want to mess up that screen, but if you're careful, just do it like that and it straightens it out. See? Somewhat anyway. It's better than it was. Not that it was hurting the filter. It's a little bit crooked, but it just, it was on top and it looked ugly. And you don't want an ugly Harley. Nobody wants an ugly Harley. Unless you're doing the rat rod, then you'd probably want to take a hammer and beat it up some more. Anyway, I like rat rods. I think they're cool because the guys that build those things have to be really, really, really creative. They're almost like a piece of art on two wheels. Some of them I've seen are just outstanding. Now we're ready to install it. I like to take a wire brush and get some of that, or take it to a wire wheel and knock off some of that old Loctite. You can see it's on there, right there. All right, let it focus. They're clean. Took some of the coating off of it, but that's okay. You don't want to leave old Loctite on there. And this is the blue Loctite. I think the best way to do it is probably just put it right in here. Put it up here. said torque them to 18 inch pounds. Yep, that's it right there, see? That's it. Once you hear the click, it's clicked. There we go. That's it. That's it. Done deal. Now, I did want to say one thing. This is called a rain sock. This is supposed to be waterproof in the rain, but it's not. Harley told me you don't need a sock for this filter because it's supposed to be able to handle the rain. It will not. I've been, when it's raining really hard, in which unfortunately that seems to catch me every time I go on a long ride somewhere. This thing will get so full of water it chokes the engine out. It literally is. Water's not getting down in your engine. It's just filling up the filter, and it can't breathe. It chokes it out. So I got this, and so if this doesn't need a filter, a rain sock when it's raining, then why do they make one? You know, and it's real simple. You got to look at it. It's got a long end and a short end, which you can see. So you take it, slip it over like this. If you see rain coming, and that's it right there. Turn it a little bit, get it just right, and that will help keep it from keep the water from getting in those veins and choking the motor out. And so that's a good thing to have. Now, if you're riding in a group, you need to do some homework. If it looks like rain, they're not going to stop. I mean, unless you can call somebody or tell them you got a CB or whatever and tell them, hey, stop, I got to put my rain sock on. Even then, they might go, we'll catch up with us later. And so you got to do your homework. If it looks like rain, go ahead and put your rain sock on, so that way you don't have that problem. Because normally when I get caught in rain, it's rain. I mean, it's heavy rain. I've been in rain where all I can see is the front light, the tail light in front of me. It's so dangerous. I try not to get in that situation, but it just keeps happening. I don't know why. I keep telling myself I'm pulling over, and it it just seems to happen. And it's very dangerous when you're riding a motorcycle on an unfamiliar road at 60 miles an hour, and all you can see is a tail light in front of you. That's just, you're asking to get killed. That's it. That's all it is. All right. Until the next video.